Erik, obviously a disappointing way to lose the game. I wonder what you made of the performance overall.
I think two slow starts in both halves, but in both halves after the second part we found the game, we took control of the game, we created chances, and by the end I have to credit the team for their big character, to fight back, to get the draw, but then we let it slip away, and by one mistake, and that's a pity, and of course it's a huge setback, but we have to deal with it.
It was quite an open game. Was it more open than you would have liked in that game? Because Fulham also played their part in that.
Definitely, and we know that it's a very good playing team from the back, but we should have done our pressing better. And after 20-25 minutes, we managed it, and from there on we got more from the game and took more control. And then also I think we were better from that moment in possession, and we created some chances with Garnacho, ball from the goal line, Diogo, ball from the post, and so we had some chances more. Rashford, half opportunity. So we had our moments by half time, but also the slow start from the second half, and then the dropout from Casemiro. There was a big setback where obviously also we conceded that goal. From after that moment.
Is he okay? I mean, obviously he took a big blow to the face or the head. Is he okay? Or?
Actually, I don't know in this moment. We have to find out how he is. But he couldn't continue the game. We all have seen that. We have to take him off, and hopefully he's better by tomorrow.
When Harry scored so late, we've seen it so often at Old Trafford. When 9 minutes added on, did you think we were still going to go on and win this?
But we had our opportunities after it. Bruno, some good shots. Scott McTominay, good opportunity. Amad Diallo, good opportunity. So definitely we had, by that moment, the win were on our side.
Were you disappointed with the way they got? Obviously, he's very quick at Traore. Were you disappointed with the way they countered to score?
There was no counter. They outplayed it, and they had a throw-in, and we didn't take the right positions. Actually, one player didn't take the right position, but then we should manage this in the team. We should coach and put them in the right position so they can't escape out of the corner.
Is it fair to say injuries might have taken a toll in the end? I mean, obviously Rasmus has been playing really well up top. Was that a factor today?
Yeah, but when the players are not available, we have to deal with it. And so we can't complain about that. And we have a squad, and we can catch up injuries. And we have seen today we could have won this game, and it's about belief, and that's also for the coming games or coming up. With this group of players, we have to win the games.
Thanks a lot, Erik.
You're
Cheers.
welcome.
Thank you. Harry, obviously a pretty painful way to lose like that. What did you make of the performance overall?
Over the 90 minutes, disappointing really. I mean, the first half was even game, minimum chances for both teams. They had a couple from set plays. The start of the second half, obviously we lost Casemiro, and that set us back a little bit as well. We didn't find the rhythm for the first 15-20 minutes, and they probably got the deserved lead. Very soft goal to concede again. Set plays and an area which we knew they were strong on from the first half. And then I thought the reaction was really good. All the boys pushing, all the boys fighting, doing everything they can to get back into the game, and we thoroughly deserved the equaliser. And then we went on and we pushed, we had all the pressure, all the momentum. The belief was there that was going to go on to win the game, and in the end we've probably just thrown one too many bodies forward and left the middle of the pitch open, and they've punished us with a clinical counter-attack.
I suppose at 1-1 you're always going to go for it, aren't you? We've seen it time and time again here with late goals. When you got that equaliser, did you think with 9 minutes or whatever stoppage time it's going to happen again?
Yeah, of course. I mean, this season we've scored numerous late goals, numerous late winners. So we had great belief that we was going to go on to win the game. Obviously, in hindsight now, we can all sit here and say that we should have been more cautious. We should have been we was far too naive. We can look back and I'm sure we'll assess it in terms of areas that we can improve on. But ultimately, over the 90 minutes, we didn't do enough to win the game.
I suppose when they bring on Traore, they bring him on especially for the sort of counter-attack, if you like, and I suppose that's for them how it worked out in the end.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're bringing a player on with fresh legs. Obviously, he's pretty lucky how the ball falls to him, and then we know what he's good at. I was on a booking myself, so in hindsight again, maybe should have just brought him down, but then you miss next week. Easy to say now, but yeah, it's disappointing to lose a game. The lads gave everything. I mean, the reaction when we went a goal down was brilliant. Maybe we should have started a little bit quicker in the first half and the first half of the second half, really.
I'm sure you guys won't blame injuries, but it's obviously Hoyland's been doing so well as the sort of focal point up top, and I suppose he was missed today.
Yeah, of course, he's a big player for us. We've worked all week on training, worked on tactics and shape, and he's been the focal point, leading the press. We're playing balls into him, he's holding it up, he's scoring goal for us. And then to lose him, obviously, yesterday was really disappointing. Not only you're losing Rasmus, but Marcus has been playing well off the left and he's had to go up the front, and Garns has been on the right and gone to the left, so you lose that rhythm, and I think that showed really in the first 60 minutes of the game when they didn't make it as frantic as it was in the last 30 minutes. So no, he's a big player for us, and thankfully it's only a short-term injury and he'll be back soon, but in the short term we've got to find a solution.
Because there are two massive games, aren't they, coming up this week? FA Cup knockout time midweek, and then of course the Manchester Derby next weekend.
Yeah, of course, we know it's going to be a tough game in midweek. Our full focus on that one. We've got to bounce back, a big reaction needed. It's going to be a tough game, but one that we've got to go there and produce a performance like we did there last year, really.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Cheers.